Welcome to Dashing Nerd's recap of Life is Strange. We're going to do some serious time hopping, so buckle into that DeLorean and make sure you're caught up before watching. Our episodes are right here. I think we were all a little taken back when Mr. Jefferson attacked. At least Max was. Who knew that Mr. Sexy Teacher was plotting the whole thing all along? Jefferson is a creep, but a stereotypical villain, with a candid inability to resist telling the protagonist all his evil plans.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
But this is
By time jumping through the newly developed shots of Max, we learned that Rachel's death was the result of an accidental overdose by Nathan. While Jefferson was grooming young Master Prick to become a psychopath, I can't totally buy what a good guy he was. Nathan made plenty of bad decisions on his own. Still, I did feel a twinge of sadness when Jefferson offs him, which puts Nathan way ahead of Chloe on my likable characters list.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me.
Once Max gets her diary, we jump back to her first selfie in class at the beginning of episode 1. Max texts her new information to David, praying he'll turn his investigation towards Jefferson. Thank God she gets such great reception in those photographs. Before leaving the picture, Max hands in her photo for the Everyday Heroes contest, something she never did before. It's a photo of herself.
Okay.
Wow.
You're okay.
These
Max.
actions lead to a too good to be true
You're
timeline.
on a plane.
Jefferson is arrested, Rachel's body is discovered, Chloe is alive, and Max wins the photo contest. But before Max can settle in and enjoy the caviar in San Francisco, her tornado vision returns. Oh yeah, because resolving your high school drama doesn't actually mean anything for Black Hole.
Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared! I'm by the beach!
Chloe! Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Resolved, Max uses the photo from the contest to go back and destroy the photo from her contest. Whoa, my brain hurts already. And we're back in the dark room. How? This is where the timeline started to get hazy. It's unclear if this is the original timeline or if it's an altered version where Max somehow lost her memories or went on autopilot since tearing the contest photo. Now Victoria is dead and Max is about to be. Then David busts in and saves the day. It's a good thing we spent most of the game building up a case against him.
Oh Lord, Max. Are you okay? Are you alright? Can you move?
Yes. Thank you, David. Thank you.
Don't thank me. You brought me here.
Wait a minute. If Max still managed to warn David in his timeline via text, how could she have possibly ended up in the dark room, knowing Jefferson's true nature?
Go on.
This timeline is the worst.
You're brave,
The
soldier.
ever-responsible David encourages Max to
glad
continue
Chloe
her
has a
investigation
best friend
instead
like
of,
you.
telling her to go to a hospital
Go on.
or about the Category 5 storm
You've seen
happening
enough of this,
outside.
Will.
Instead of staying put in the one shelter prepared for the storm, Max risks it all to drive to the Two Whales Diner. Time for waffles! In the diner, we see the side characters get some closure. Frank owes up to his part in Rachel's death.
Gave her an overdose.
An overdose? The only way Nathan could have done that is if I sold it to him. I killed my lioness.
Warren gets a shot out of the friend zone. I ship it. Max jumps back in time enough to warn Chloe about Jefferson, and we flash forward to the tornado. Chloe and Max, as always, waste plenty of time discussing their feelings, despite the immediate doom. Then Max passes into a time-traveling nightmare, my favorite part of the game. For as much as I criticize the writing of this game in my episode 1 recap, the French really know how to come through on dark imagery and disturbing twists. Max is back in Jefferson's class when blood starts spattering the windows.
What's going on?
And frankly, it's bullshit.
Nobody even cares?
Keep that to yourself. Seriously though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time?
Let the psychological warfare begin.
I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. There's so many angles I want to expose you with to the world. I hope you don't mind needles or duct tape.
Max's mental version of Jefferson is 10 times the villain of the actual egomaniac.
Please understand, Max. The only place I can be myself is in the darkroom.
Some sections, however, stick out with unintended hilarity.
Hey, babe, who wants to go ape?
No matter where she goes into the maze, Max can't escape her deepest fears. The dream culminates in the diner, where she must face the players' previous choices and how they impacted the cast of the game. It's a powerful scene, revealing how Max has manipulated the entire town, and it crescendos to Max's biggest enemy, her selfie. Sorry.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass.
Like a true hero of time, Max throws off her darker self by clinging to the magical powers of friendship. After walking down memory lane, literally, Max learns the lesson that fudging up time equals El Nino. And then we must make a decision. The big end game frames choosing the lives of everyone in town over saving Chloe. For me, this was not a difficult decision at all. Chloe is not much of a friend to Max, or even a remotely likable character.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
But before I board the hater train, let me give you some more substantial issues I had with the ending, namely, the missing story elements and plot holes. Ask yourself this. Why is it Chloe's life that is the hinging point of Arcadia Bay's destruction? Kate Marsh's life has no weight in the balance. If Max's powers start because of her rewinding, why doesn't the tornado follow Max to LA? Where did Max get her powers? Does letting Chloe die mean that she won't have them in the future? How do Max and Chloe survive this storm when everyone else dies? Pretty sure we see the lighthouse crumble. Who the heck is Samuel, and where does he get his mystic powers? With Life is Strange 2 confirmed, there's a possibility of the origin being investigated, but honestly, I'd rather forget this first storyline ever happened, like the rest of the cast. The only worthwhile plot I got out of this was my own headcanon for giant squirrels. So why did I give Life is Strange an unimpressive rating of 6? Because it's not about time travel. Sure, the best parts of the game involved the rewind mechanic, but don't let that pretty blue butterfly distract you. Life is Strange is a story about friendship, and not a very good one. I can personally list 100 anime storylines that do a better job of this. When going up against what fate has to offer, a true hero says no to both and finds a way to beat the odds. Sacrifice the people I love? F that! I'd rather sacrifice myself before letting that happen. This isn't the story of a hero. This is the story of a selfish, manipulating girl who wouldn't know true friendship if it hit her upside the head.
Ow!
So thank you for sticking with me through the misadventures of nosy protagonist and her friends at Hipster Academy.
Hi, this is Scott from Dashing Nerds.
Along with Greg.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Dashing Nerds.
Make sure to like us on Facebook.
And follow us on Twitch.
And be sure to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Dashing Nerds. Beedly doo doo doo.